So we made it to Friday. Hooray! Yeah. No kidding, this is the second to last Friday before 2018 is over. I cannot believe that at all. That's awesome. Especially when you consider the fact that, yesterday was actually, a pretty good day overall. But, when you have the intro out of the way, Happy Friday! Or, as my old choir teacher back at Horses would say, Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! That was always a fun warm-up to do back then. I miss that. I mean, I had problems with that teacher for sure, but that was actually one admirable quality about him. Anyway, so as I kept hyping up until yesterday, newest episode of Hot Ones, Weird Al Yankovic, it was so awesome. Oh man, that was a way to close out season 7. It was, when they closed out season 6, they had John Mayer, and he and Sean did a whole ukulele duet, because, he's John Mayer, and John Mayer's cool. And it wouldn't be anything Weird Al related without him being able to play the accordion to send season 7 off with a bang. Actually, that's another thing, like, the ukulele, the accordion, the bagpipes, they get bum raps for, like, sounding weird or having weird names or any of the above. I'll be honest, I actually really like that music. I do. I love the simplicity of the ukulele. I love that, when I picture, the ukulele, I picture, simple, warm, sort of, island-related things. Yes, they melt my icy heart with a cool island song. No, they heat my cold heart with a warm island song. Oh, to this day, I still wish that's how Frozen would have ended. Just get like a bunch of ukuleles and melt Anna's frozen heart with the joke with this with a warm island song. I was so hoping that would happen. Just be like, in the tropical eye with the coconut trees. Man, I haven't seen Frozen at all this year. How can I call myself a brosen if I haven't seen the movie Frozen? Well, I have seen the movie Frozen before, just not this year. Which really, in the end, maybe it's probably a good thing I haven't, because I'm going to be getting Kingdom Hearts 3, and the world of Frozen is guaranteed to be in the game. Oh, actually, Arendelle. Wait, is it Arendelle? Shoot. Was Arendelle the name of the city in Frozen? I want to say it is. Man, I can't believe I'm blanking out on this. This is like, I am like a fan of Frozen. Yeah, I don't know. You can be a fan and not know absolutely every detail about something, I suppose. But, at the same time, this is something I really ought to know. So we get to, today. Going to be, I know it's a little early for me to mention this, just because, I'm not going to stress it yet until like 2 weeks from now. But, actually I shouldn't. Well, if you guys all remember way back in the beginning of the year, I kept stressing how every Friday up until Lent started, if you practice the Catholic faith, get your meat fix in, because as soon as Lent starts, you wouldn't be able to have meat on Fridays until Lent's over. In the case of this year, Lent started on February 14th, which was Valentine's Day, and also Ash Wednesday. And it ended on Easter Sunday, which was April 1st. So April Fool's Day. To this day, I still say that was one of the best jokes I ever had. You know, for Valentine's Day, what are you going to give me, flowers or candy? Honey, I'm going to give you ashes. We're going to church today. And that is our date. That'd be a very somber date. It really would. Actually, let me fix my hat a little bit. There we go. Now it looks like one of those like ninja assassin sort of things, okay, that actually kind of made it worse. It's actually surprisingly warm out this morning. I went running and it was like 52 degrees. I'm like, really? That's surprisingly warm. I was actually working up a good sweat because of it, which, is nice. I definitely prefer, I'm not running as far as I used to. I'm only doing like a little over 4 miles a day, which makes sense considering that tomorrow I'm going to go for something, pretty big. No kidding, last week I actually, did 8.8 miles. I actually really like the route I take because, if any of you guys know the Big Flats area, a vast majority of the route actually takes me down, it first takes me up Owen Hollow, and then back down Owen Hollow, past Reeser Hollow, that's the name of the streets. I go all the way down Alcott, go all the way to Daniel's Anchor, and when you get to that one four-way where the dairy barn is, I head immediately toward the dairy barn, and I keep going straight until you get to that one stoplight that's at the soccer fields. And then I turn back. It's a very scenic run. Really it is. I mean, a few parts are a little bit scary at this hour, at the hour I go, just because, it's dark and you have no idea if you see if you hear anything crazy or any weird creatures going on or whatever. That can actually be really scary. No kidding. There was one morning where, I want to say it was in January. I went out for a run. And, some neighbors have their, their porch lights on just because, they just leave them on all night. And I see, it was actually like a herd of deer, not a herd, like a few deer run by. But they were moving so fast and so swift, I kind of thought they looked like wolves. Then again, if they were wolves, they would have immediately, gone after me. Luckily, again, if that happened, I wasn't that far away from my house. I'm pretty sure I could have outran them and made it inside my house before I got caught. But, actually, do we have wolves in this area? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have coyotes. Actually, I don't even know if we have those either. I mean, we have the traditional fauna, rabbits and squirrels and, birds and, deer. Yeah, you got those, but honestly, outside of that one female black bear we had 15 years ago, I really don't know about any other animals that are around here. Maybe I should. I mean, I would say I would go exploring for that, but why would I look for something that's actively dangerous and could potentially kill me? That would make no sense whatsoever. Not even a little sense whatsoever. Actually, one nice thing about getting up as early as I am to go running is, since it's still dark out, it's easy to see who is, I don't want to say careless because, they are supposed to be up, but people who leave their Christmas lights on all night, and as I'm running by, I'm able to admire just how nice some Christmas lights are. That's really cool. And it actually is really nice, it literally lights the way for me. Well, not that I need help, it's pretty obvious some streets aren't really, there are no street lights anywhere. Not to mention that since I use my iPod at this hour, since I'm staring at a bright white screen, and I look back up after I'm done picking out what song I want, I like have no clue where I'm running at all, just because like my vision's all wonky. But that's something that I mean, yeah, I could use shuffle, but what if I get a song I really don't want? And then what if I press fast forward and then I get another song I don't want? It could potentially be a very vicious cycle that I don't want to be a part of at all. That's just me. Anyone were to tell me that that's actually one weird thing that's been happening. I don't know if it's the cold weather, but the headphones I'm using, they make my iPod pause. And not only do they make them pause, but like they make my iPod pause and I restart the iPod and you hear the sound coming from the iPod but not from the headphones. I literally have to take out the headphones and put them back in order to use the headphones again. Which you would think doesn't sound very strenuous, but keep in mind, I'm not going to stop running, so I'm running trying to finagle the earphone jack into the phone, and again, I really am, struggling a little because I have no music, and then it gets so frustrating. I mean, today it didn't happen, but I think it may be because of the cold weather. If anyone were to like let me know if anyone's getting like a similar problem, that would be most helpful. Yeah. Tell you what though, I think another reason why it was so warm this morning because it rained like crazy yesterday. Like, I didn't really get the best night's sleep because I would just hear the sound of rain beating on the ceiling. And if it wasn't rain, it would be like, because there are a few trees hanging over above where I am, and so enough water accumulates, and then that falls on the roof, and then that makes like a loud thud. It's not very pleasant at all. But it was actually kind of nice. I could actually do my run this morning without any hassle from the cold or anything of that nature. In terms of what my plans are this weekend, I may see a movie. I don't know. I thought about seeing Mary Poppins Returns. I thought about seeing Welcome to Tomorrow, but then I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm like, yikes. I should probably stay away from that one. But, yeah. Don't really have much else to talk about or say. Although I do know that there's something like that's Santa Claus related going on. Like one of those giant like Santa reindeer parties going on in Elmira. I thought about going to that. Maybe I will. I don't know. I have to play it by ear. I mean, I know I have to dress much more appropriate than my usual fare, but that doesn't really bother me at all. I like dressing up. I mean, if Trinity Polly taught me anything, is that actually I don't really mind getting all dressed up and looking nice for the day. So there we go. Oh yeah, one last thing. For a 2-week wait, that actually really wasn't the most. I mean, it was interesting, but I kind of wish there was a little more that happened in this week's chapter of One Piece. But that's just me. So anyway, please like, favorite, share, and hit the subscribe button. I could really use support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be chilling. And I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful Friday. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I will always most certainly have your back. Take care and have a nice day.